Good morning, Gambia. Welcome to another edition, of course, of the Good Morning Africa. It's another brand new week and a brand new Monday. So, of course, we are bringing you another brand new edition of the program that you widely follow, as always, during the week from this time to whenever we should end the program. Of course, I wouldn't want to mention any specific time. But anyway, thank you very much wherever you might be watching around the world. It's always good to be here to take you through somewhat to discuss about what has been very happening and trending in the Gambia, of course, and beyond. su ko defee mbokk yi ñu ngi leen di nuyuwaat beneen yoon ñu am mbégte lool dellu ci tey ci jotaay ji di Good Morning Africa comme ni nga ko baaxoo di def ji waxtu bi jotee xam ngeen ne ñu ngi jógee ci weekend bi tey mu nekk Monday ñu door week bi nag ak lu am solo ñu waxtaanee ko ci li nga xamante ne mooy xew-xew yi ci biir réew mi comme ni ñu koy taamoo di defee ci saa su ne ci kër gi su ko defee tey ci gàttal rek ndax waxtu bi moom mu ngi dem tey nañ waxtaane li nga xamante ne daanaka ci weekend bi samedi ba léegi Gambien ci loolu lañ nekk di waxtaane fu ne ci àdduna si su ko defee loolu dina bokk ci kaddu yi nga xamante ne Minister of Tourism and Culture Amat Bah waxoon na ko ci meeting bi nga xamante ne ñu ngi ko doon amal ci fi nga xamante mooy ci State House am na ay kaddu yi nga xamante ne waxoon na ko te tamit ñu bari ñaawlu woon ko moom nag daal dina génn gannaaw loolu daal di jégalu ci kaddu yenn ci kaddu yi nga xamante ne waxoon na ko ci ndaje boobu lan la wax ak naka la demee ci loolu la ñoo ñëw léegi incha allah. ba léegi tamit nañ wax ci leneen nañ desandi tamit ak Amat Bah ndax tamit wax na ba léegi ci ndaje boobu ci li nga xamante ne mooy ci wàllum xeet pol yi nee na daal yàgg nañ leen di marginalize dafa mel ni daal yàgg nañ leen bàyyi ci gannaaw ci lu bari moom ci ni mu ko waxee moom Amat Bah loolu tamit nañ ko déglu ci kàddam lan moo tax mu wax ko ak lan naka la ko waxee su ko defee ñu waxtaanee ko ak suñuy gan waaye tamit nañ wax leneen loolu rek la joo waxtaan su ko defee ngeen xaar loolu ci kanam tuuti newspaper review tamit na ñëw ak Julda Njie soirée incha allah ci kanam tuuti waaye tamit what's trending will be back this morning so all that and more will be coming ahead in this edition of the Good Morning Africa. So once again, thank you very much for joining around the world. So we start with matters of the statement made by the tourism minister, because barely 24 hours after making a statement that triggered wild reaction from Gambians home and abroad, Amat Nkeba, the Minister of Tourism and Culture, has apologized for his remarks at a political meeting at the State House, allegedly calling the opposition drummers or rats. Speaking to Fatu Network, Amat Bah said he never intended to call his colleagues rats in the manner in which it has been interpreted, noting that he has a great respect for his colleagues in the political arena. However, many Gambians, including political leaders, have strongly condemned Amat Bah's statement, describing it as a tribalist, malicious and offensive. Now let's take a listen to the tourism minister's response when he was asked about his statement.
But you went further to call a particular group Dirimos, rats, and a lot of people found that offensive.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
I never intended to call my colleagues Dirimos in the context that it is taken from. Never will I describe them as rats. I became a bit sarcastic. Politicians usually are sarcastic. Usually, they do that. When you think my honorable colleagues I have struggled together, I will call them rats? No, I'm coming. Let me learn. I did not intend at nowhere to describe them as rats. Dirimos as the highly classic species that is very dangerous that goes to get it done. And I was only warning, advising the supporters of Adam Barrow that you cannot be complacent. You cannot be complacent because then the Dirimos will, after you, they will destroy you. And I never said vote for Adam Barrow. Never. I said safeguard, I'm coming, safeguard your territory. Avoid what happened to Ablai Wada, what happened to Abdou Diouf, what happened to Jammeh. Sitting here telling Barrow everything is nice, everything is done, when it is not nice, you are joking. When the Dirimos come, they will destroy you. If at any level somebody interpret that Dirimo to be rat or anybody, I apologize and I withdraw that immediately. I don't intend to call my colleagues Dirimos or rats in the manner that it has been interpreted.
Nkeba, the tourism minister, speaking to Fatu Network, where he, as you heard there, apologized and of course retract his statement, if anyway it's been seen as offensive and all that. Now, joining me to discuss more on this is Nyawuru Koma. Of course, he's not a new person to you. So, Nyawuru, ñu ngi lay nuyu di la welcome back to the program. Ñu bàyyi la nga nuyoo ñi nga xamante ñoom ñoo nekk di seetaan ñu waxtaan ci lii waaye tamit waxtaan ci leneen.
jërëjëf Amadou maa ngi nuyu ñuy seetaan xooman diaspora yëpp maa ngi leen a jaajëfal di leen wax ne good morning as normally 9 o'clock la Gambia fii wherever you are. ñun suñ édition Good Morning Africa so ngeen xam ne lu ñoo wax fii yëpp dañ ko jubal pour defar réew waaw ñun mutuñ i doomi aadama lañ waaye nañ dégloo xel ñu bañ a déglu ak xol so I'm saying I'm once again happy to be here thanking the technicians behind this good and magnificent program all the time. I'm saying hi to everybody out there home and diaspora. That normally the way we do it, we'll always speak the truth no matter what.
All right.
So
we'll speak the truth no matter what. Non nga ko waxe su ko defee dégg nga lu Amat Bah wax samedi moo nekkoon the meeting at State House bu mu waxee li mu wax coow li bari woon na lool reactions was so much huge that I think he felt he need to come out and clarify or respond to what he said. What did you make of lim wax jégalu na nee na it appears that ci nu mu ko waxee ne dañ misinterpret his own statement. What did you make of moom lim ko waxee ak tey bu mu jégaloo ci li nga xamante ne ni mu ko waxee.
Amat Bah should have known better. War naa moo gën a xam ne lu moo wax nii wéruloo lu wax boobu fen interpretation ñu laa déglu ñooy interpréter yow doo interprétal sa boppa bul wax nga yaaxa ba pare nga bëgg a ñëw defaraat wax bi dafa yaaxu ba pare dafa yaaxa wax bi xam nga political wax nga doon wax continuer nga wax si li nga wax nga bàyyi di wax yeneen i wax yi yooyu correctul jël nga Gambia fu mu nekk ne suñ mutual coexistence dafa important trop we live in a society boo xam ne is very fragile and porous dafa am statement yoo xam ne at this time of our country, we don't need it. Because already there are many divides. Political divide, social class divide, caste system divide, because so many in the Sarakule community, those are happening. So if the country is so divisive, a state minister who should call for unity is asking for more division. Because there are certain allegations, so called the Bulde Hall, backlash being a hall, Ninko Wah, Ninko Jin.
But he said the intent was not as people.
No, the intent, he cannot judge that. Nobody can direct your intent. Your intent will go to the receiver. The receiver will decide what the intent is. You can say my intent is good. Every good or bad thing, Lord Degasi Reomifi. Call and you don't rain it, Isa. The lawana why our intent was to threaten, not to kill. But at the end of the day, what is the outcome? Is to kill. The message is not intended for anything. It's a divisive message. It's a political message just to get the family desperation message. Nobody, I told you here in the previous program, no one tribe can make anybody president in this country. No one tribe. So if you want to look for votes, have policies, have programs, but don't use certain things that will instigate instability. That is not expected of a state minister in front of the president. Hamalu nyowa wa bumo wa yeb dafa nek president because bumo he dafa ñew ñu dugu ñom ñoo xam lu ñoo wax. Why if the moment you start talking murmuring and you laugh, what are you laughing about? As a president, I expected him to come out and defend his agencies because the agency they're talking about is the most sensitive agency in this country at the moment. That is the immigration department. Is Amat Bah well informed? Who is his source of information? Does he have any statistics about what he's claiming? There are something that you should always do. And as a state minister, that is
but according to him, he was warning the Barrow supporters.
That is not how
the Barrow supporters that let them be cautious.
No.
Saying that everything is fine with Barrow and okay, and then eventually when they get to the elections, probably something different might happen.
We're not talking about the warning he gave.
According to what he said.
No. We're not talking about the warning he gave to the Barrow supporters.
That's what he said.
He said in their meeting, it was the Barrow companies and mobilizer. But the meeting was like a fuller meeting. Let's be realistic here. Everything fuller. Did they say anything they are mobilizing or whatever? If you want to warn people. You know what is happening in this country. In any country you go in this sub-Saharan West Africa here, we are fuller state. But everybody has your origin, my friend. A Gambian fuller, when you go to Conakry or you are a Gambian fuller. It doesn't mean that you speak fuller or you are fair in complexion that you are Gambian. Is that the yardstick? So what is Ahmad Bah telling us, that the immigration should be that porous that they should give our citizenship to anyone?
We'll get to
when,
that.
No, wait.
Yeah,
when our citizenship have criteria, they have mode of operandi where when they come, they will put you through.
I know where you're speaking from, but we'll get to that. Apparently, we are talking about.
Apparently, what I'm talking about,
we are talking about his apology.
We are disappointed.
Now I know you are disappointed, whatever. But after all what he have said and the reactions from all angles has been very, wide and condemn. Of course, everybody have condemned his statement. But now, as a state minister, he have again came out and apologized. He
has not apologized, Amadou. Amadou, you have watched this entire interview.
How would you describe
You
it?
will apologize and withdraw your statement against political leaders who are very honorable.
Yeah,
but you still are adamant that what you say is right.
No,
two wrongs cannot make it right. You know what? Let him reserve his apology. For me, apology not accepted. Ahmad NK Ba.
No.
This is calculated.
That's your opinion.
It's premeditated.
No,
I'm not saying to Gambian. I said me. I'm a Gambian.
Okay.
I have a right to him as a state minister. He's answerable to me. I'm paying my taxes as current as anybody. But what I'm saying is, state minister, apology not accepted. You know what will make me accept his apology?
What?
Let him do the honorable thing and resign. He's not fit to be a Gambian minister.
No, you
he is not fit.
You are also going far.
I'm not going far.
No, you're telling me.
As per protocol, wait, let me land here.
Yeah.
As per protocol, when a state official utter such a word, when ordinary people, when they utter words like this, they've been taken to court. Can you remember? Do you have archives? But people are talking, they are taken to court because they are saying divisive and tribal issues that are very sensitive and they are taken to court. What about a state minister in front of the president?
In as much as you are condemning it, and many people have condemned,
let him do his
you know that
thing, resign or let him be sacked.
No, you know this.
That is when we will accept the
Are
apology.
you telling me that this is the first time you are hearing such in this country?
Is it?
Is it the first time that
from a state minister? Yes. Yes. From a state minister in this new Gambia of ours. You know, one thing people should put at the back of their mind. We fought for something 22 years. Ahmad Bah was a very good advocate against that old system of divisive politics, tribal card politics, segregation, intimidation, and harassment. Now, if you are an old enemy of that system, the moment you assume power, sheer power, absolute power tends to corrupt absolutely, and absolute power will corrupt absolutely. When the guys start testing power, they forget about the reason why they were even appointed.
Don't you think you are politicizing
I'm not
all these things?
It's more than politics. He said,
he
said in his statement,
but like I said, but other political figures also have made remarks that many Gambians condemned before.
Can you give me one that is like tribal like this? Tell me one. I have not seen in the last 4 years that any political leader make a divisive political and tribal comment or an utterance like Ahmad NK.
Okay, now,
if you have, can you please, Africa, put it in live so that you know that this is from your archive, from which political leader, and when, and where. This is just bogus. It's not timely. The timing is bad. In front of the president. This is what I said. People will take things for granted. They will sit in front of the president, insult people.
Okay.
Free will. Now, without anybody saying anything publicly.
One thing now, that's in as much as he have said, but again, like I said earlier, he have of course said if the way it's been interpreted, if so, he has apologized, and I think that's in a way, some. Nit mun nañoo understand loolu. I mean nangul ko ne ministre la juum na te tamit nit la. Mun na am na juum na ku juum tamit dañ ko nangu dafa juum.
The presidential tour, they had a tour. Ahmad Bah made a similar statement saying that if the Mandinkas think they own this country. In that particular meeting, one Karamo Jadama, who is in the Barrow Youth Movement now, who is a chairman then, condemned his statement in the open space that he should not have said that in Badiba. You remember that was a mistake. Second time mistake. Third time mistake is no mistake. It's premeditated. It's planned. He likes it. He enjoys it. Let us be realistic here. Ahmad is a bigot. Case closed. He's just a tribal bigot. Because there are certain things you cannot say. When you say Gambian people are marginalized, we can understand. A certain sect is, but you don't come openly and say that. No, what proofs does Ahmad have? He has no statistics. He has no information.
I know again.
And one thing also.
I know where you're heading to.
One thing also.
One thing also. We'll get to that. But now what we are saying
one thing also. Let me land.
Okay, I know.
One thing I want to say here. Ahmad is not even professional.
Okay.
He is not. as a minister, when you have issues, you have the cabinet line. You have a line minister responsible for the immigration.
All right.
Before you come to the open space, it's just like shooting yourself at the feet. This is what Barrow does and his ministers. When you criticize the immigration department, we expect us to be crying because this is something we are envisaging and we are seeing it forthcoming.
Thank you for now.
That these people, they want to immigrate our immigration.
We will talk about, you're talking about immigration.
That is what I am saying.
We'll move on. That's of course, that's the first part of Ahmad Ba. We will get to the other part as he was trying to insinuate here that immigration and all that, and that goes to say that he have said that Flores has been marginalized in this country for so long. Not my words though, but let's find out. Now, the Minister of Tourism and Culture, Ahmad N.K. Ba, has also been criticized for attempting to defend the Fula tribe during a political meeting in a state house over the weekend. Now, he said that for far too long, Fulas has been marginalized and their status as Gambians have always been questioned. According to him, the Fula community has suffered from the First and Second Republic and still continues, and that has to stop. Here is Ahmad Ba speaking.
ñun poli ñoo fi gën a sonn soo demee uti ID card buñ la xoolee xees ñu ne gaa yow Guinéen nga yow dëkkuloo yow sénégalais nga yow fuutante nga duñ ko fi def soose bu dëkka Kolda soose bu dëkka Guinée Bissau duñ ko fi def loolu duñ ko fi def saraxule bu dëkk Mali duñ ko def fii wala bu dëkk Sénégal ñun poli rek lañ fay tànn di ñu toroxal ci mbiri carte président Barrow nag ñun nag réew mi ci lañ bokk réew mi dañ fi am cër ci lañ bokk te dinañ taxaw gis na loolu du dox ci réew mi dañ fi am cër bokk fi judd fi man fi suñ dura dañ ko am lu ne nag dafa am fu mooy em dafa doy bu ñoo seet oto yi sax di seet ID card boo xeesee rek ñu ne la ana sa ID card wàccal ñu ne fori na nga dafa war a em xam ngeen lu koy am loo nag seen carte yi ngeen jox ko Adama Barrow nguuram di falu ñu am dëgg ci ndaje bi ci laa ko doon waxee dégg ngeen kàddu yi mu wax te loolu noonu la ko waxee nee na daal ci gàttal luñ ci mën a jàpp rek nee na poli yi yàgg na ñoo sonn ci réew mi te tamit seen Gambian nes bi dañ ko dee xala question lu bari mooy dañ ko laaj ci ak yu mel ne ku xees wala nga xala nuroo ku xees ak yu mel dañoo wax ne foore na nga doo Gambien ak yu mel noonu moom noonu la ko waxee ndax noonu la amee am déet nañ ci waxtaan ak suñ gan ba léegi ñaawuru ñu seet moom naka la ko mën a jàngatee waaye nag liñ ci jàpp rek mooy Gambien si bari ànduñ ci loolu te tamit dañ ko xala ŋaañ yi moom Ahmad Ba waaye nag moom tamit ci ground yi mu wax nee na moom loolu lu yàgg am la te nekku tey mu ngi continuer di am ba léegi ñaawuru ndax nga déggee kaddu boobu gis naa ne yaa ngi ko doon xala junja sànq ba léegi bugg nga cee wax xam naa ne am na loo ci bugg a wax lan nga déggee statement bu Ahmad Ba wax ci li nga xam ne wax na ko ci pol yi
xam nga moom wax na ba contradict boppam yaa ngi dégg mu ne moom si interview am bi waxut ne vote for Barrow léegi lañ ko jógee ngeen jox seen carte Barrow loolu lan la
waaw mu ne fekkee gars yi bugg nañ loolu mu deñ waaw nañ ko
is that even a good on xam nga li ñoo wax mooy this government is telling us what they're planning ahead of the elections they want to just have an excuse because they know that the leadership in the immigration department we are not able to micromanage them they wanted xam nga lan lañ bugga daaxaale xaj waxaale sa soxla dañ bugga def ñoo xam ne foofu they will micromanage them ñu manipulate leen ba register il faut na xoolal nga nekk soose Guinée Bissau nekk soose Sénégal nekk yeneen soose taxut the Gambian constitution is clear when it comes to citizenship one of your parents have to be a Gambian citizen whether you are black white or whatever so moom warut a wax loolu soo demee interview bi dafa am process balaa laa mën a jox citizenship loolu tam ma ne la
ay complaints la am
déglu ma amul benn complaint
moom loolu la wax
complaint department in the government is not him immigration dañ am seen complaint des interior dañ am ombudsman a ngi fi loi a ngi fi ku la bëggay tere citizenship am nga proof yóbbu ko foofu lu tax ñii ñu dee wax yëfi loi when it comes to the government they don't say take us to court one thing also ne ma naan musuma gis si aduna state minister di jóg di criticize state department when you have your colleague in cabinet, Koko Moy Minister of Interior. So I'm a complaint. Interior, immigration is under interior.
No, I am about affair immigration. That's not your example.
When they did it, alleged. Can you go to the archives? We know what is happening here. We'll do something about it. What are they going to do about it? They're going to change the decent people there, bring the rogue ones, so that they will be able to give our national identity and documents to people who are foreign. Let me tell you something. Amudara, genta firiuma ben genta lolu mo hew. Fi den ko yaga wa. Dañu jaar ci ali kala bi nga deka bi duñ ko pencho, duñ ko pacho, duñ ko pencho. Wax deug nak legi la jot Amad mo let the cat out of the bag. He's telling us what Baro lu mu yaka. So dañ ne wax ne Baro lu yaka moy ne nem Guinea Conakry or Senegal because of mom suñ amé contact wu ñu register police yépp lolu du fi am. Harama wax lolu du fi am because no why let me tell you something. Ahmad Bamba. Let me tell you something.
So
Gambian here, the population apart from the Mandinka, the highest no, they have the highest number of people in this country. Nobody is talking about it. None we coexisted in this country. Don't they get for what he need? See, fully, then see, buddy. Fully, then see, sir.
Foglo ni yotam yang
agrivet. Haramayo, the mawa moine. Hamwe nyata deka nyofi neka poliako sancha. Can do kode latesa. They can do latin when you send citizenship. Well, we have to accept that. Not fullers, not Sarahule Omanika. Some of them, they come from somewhere. We know how Gambia is. Every year. So look at the immigration statistics. The number of people coming from Guinea Conakry in this recent years, I'm telling you, according to statistics, I'm not personalizing this thing. I have to clear the issue. Bro, it's not personalizing. What I'm saying, I said, how many villages and towns you have? Poli Nyoko Sancha. Poli are indigenous Gambians. You have indigenous Gambian fullers. We have to accept that. We have indigenous Gambian Mandingas. You have foreigners who are Mandingas and they are in this country. They are from other countries. They are not born and bred up here. This is what I'm saying. So whole statistics. Let's be realistic. I'm talking about what is happening factually. Migration more from Guinea Conakry than any sub-Saharan African country into the Gambia. Lord, it's evident. I'm not saying a particular tribe.
No, but
wait. No. He is the one who played the tribe card.
What I'm saying here, your position here as Gambian, mun nga condemn affaire bay so waxe ne leg ñom dañu dem Guinea Conakry
lool lañ plan
poli way poli ne ko Guinea Conakry rek non dama bëgg poli is not only Guinea Conakry benen bi
man ne dafa am luñ plan ñun xam nañ ko fi in every room
do you have evidence for that
Amad Ba dafa am evidence Amad Ba su amé fit pour taxaw mom muy state minister wax lu ko ne fi kana fi am
OK légui
fi mu plan evidence de fi kum ne anything nga wax
légui nañ ko ci benen angle légui yow xam nga ne am na time tamit especially during the former regime dañ doon wax ne Jammeh dafa dem Casamance indi Joola yi fii and then as politicians ñoom ñoo ko doon wax di wax loolu léegi non politicien
Amad Ba waxal Amad Ba
non come on waaw loolu la léegi Amad
waaye wax bi da ngaa wax xam nga journalism is going to be fair
no
when you speak the truth
Ñaawru
you want to tell you something
you cannot put what is my mouth
those politicians so don't say
no but he was he the only one
and who?
No, come on. I'm
publicly,
just
man,
was he the only one?
Even during the coalition 2016 campaign.
What?
You know what Ahmad Ba was tasked to do?
And yeah, what? Tell me.
Where was Ahmad Ba during the campaign today?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, if you call Ahmad here in the platform, I'll tell him where he was.
So you can tell us where he was.
Yes, because you are not here as Ahmad and I'm not here as someone.
Then you shouldn't have said that.
Me, I'm Nyao.
No.
If Ahmad was here, I would have told him.
Then you shouldn't have said that.
He is one of the people who was advocating that people are coming from outside foreigners and they've been registered to help them. 300,000 to be precise. They register people from customers. You hear that allegation today? That same guy is telling us that Fulani people are marginalized. I don't believe in that. A little bit of what he said doesn't carry any iota of sense. Because Gambian Fulanis here, nobody will dare. They know their rights. Nobody dare deny them from their birthright. Nobody has that power and nobody tried it and you've not heard that complaint anywhere before Ahmad made this statement.
Est-ce que foog loolu Ahmad tamit lim wax
kenn musu ko dégg
man am naa
cause yoo xam ne duñ xaral man am naa cause yoo xam ne soo leen duñ Gambian man duma leen dimbale ñu am Gambian citizenship because dañ bokk benn santa on ñun ñoo laaka benn laaka nañ waxante dëgg loolu amu fi yow soo nekkee Gambian rek utal document bi ni nga ko war a utee because yow dañ dee laaka beneen nit benn laaka o ngeen jógee benn area benn dëkk sa cosaan fu mu jógee nga bëgg a koo jàppale du fi amee amul soose amul pël amul saraxule amul olof fii ku dut Gambian daal we don't have a problem. You don't have anything to decide our country's future. You cannot be from another country and you decide our future. We have no problem. Gambian fellas have rights. They occupy high and sensitive positions in this country from pre-colonial time. Gaba, MC Cham, Omar Sy, the first Gambian Football Federation president. You know how many? Asad Musa Kamara, first Gambian vice president. It's not Fuller.
Yeah,
you know how many?
No, just understand it. Why?
That's why I say Omar, what he's saying, he's just misleading people. He's using a tribal card to make sure that he will perpetuate power. He will entrench Barrow at any cost. More kofiwa. Affaire bi kay mo ubi kasi toj na kasi. Nañ wax rek.
Non yow tamit nag wax bi nag boo koy wax dañ koy teg ci yoon. Tey dama non ñaawur yow fu mu nekk da nga nekk di tawi affaire yi di ci rax politique bam opa fooguloo yàlla loolu nga nekk di def parce que tey boo waxee fii dafa war a dem Guinée Conakry jël fa pol yi indi leen fii te yow nga xam nga ne pol nekkul Guinée rek pol am na Sénégal am na anywhere in the world so léegi boo doon condensed statement bi da nga wax li nga xamante ne nit ñi bu ñoo déglu ñu xam ne ñaawuro nag li moo wax Gambian ness bi lay indi te amat li mu wax waru ko wax waaye waruloo personnalize affaire yi foofu lay waxee
ñaawul laa tudd te
waaw
xam nga fan laa def
loolu waaw
originally xamuloo man loolu tam ma ne la na amat bàyyi li ma laa wax Gambian bi fii loolu xëju fi man ki ma gis fii on social media xam nga ne man suma xarit yi depuis childhood Paul lañ I will tell you their names I have a friend
ñaawul
somewhere very far
waaye li ngay wax fii léegi makas li ngay wax nii matters a lot
it matters a lot in the sense that yow mi sa bopp or any
léegi li ma bëgg a wax
regardless of your tribe war ngaa condemn
léegi
ku jógee beneen dëkk bëgg a acquire sa citizenship
léegi dinaa ñëwaat ci yow léegi
parce que fu mu nekk wax bi du ñaaw de wax bi amad la
waa léegi wax bi amad la nañ ci ñëw nit ñi ñu gën koo yaatal ni mu ko waxee ci loolu la ñoo wax ba léegi if you are just joining us ñu fàttali leen rek ne yéen a ngi ànd ak Good Morning Africa fii ci Africa TV comme ni ñu koy defee saa su ne ñu ngi fi dalal ñaawru Koma bu UDP of course ñaawru tamit yàgg naa ñëw fii du fi gante xam nga ne miin ngeen ko ci plateau bi lépp lu xew bu dee politique la bu dee leneen la dañoo ñëw dalal ak moom dalal ko waxtaan ak moom ci loolu tey nag kàddu yi nga xamante ne Amat Bah wax na ko ci weekend bi foofu ci State House li aju ci wàllum dirimo yi ak yu mel noonu loolu wax na ko te wax nañ ci ba dégg ngeen lim ci wax condamné na ko ñaawlu na ko te ñu bari tamit ñaawlu nañ ko waaye moom Amat Bah tamit génn na ñëw jéggalu bu nee na bu fekkee ne moom ni mu ko waxee ak nit ñi nuñ ko déggee wutee na moom jéggalu na te mu ngi leen di baalu ndax amul benn yéene pour dal di ŋàññi wala sax di wax yenn kàddu yi nga xamante ne mooy ñim bokkal ay naataango am yi nga xamante ni la bokkal political field bi leneen bi tamit mooy ci waxi poli loolu la ñoo nekk di wax nee na poli ci biir réew mi ci Gambie yàgg na ñoo sonna dañ leen marginalize seen Gambian ness bi dañ ko dee question ci ni mu ko wax loolu yëpp nee na dañ ko war a dakkal ci réew mi moom nee na loolu daal te dakkal ko loolu foog ñu dooleel président Barrow ñu mën a xeex loolu ci loolu la ñuy waxtaan ak ñaawur dégg ngeen ko lim ci wax li ma doon wax rek ñaawur ma ñëwaat ci yow mooy ne sa position tey en tant que ku am baat nga nekk ndaw ñu yaakaar la jàpp naa ne dafa waroon doon condemn statement bi def nga ko waaye amaana bañ na tamit taw yi affaire jax ci politique ndax boo demee wax ne am na luñ nas dem ci beneen réew jël fa ay doomi réew loolu tamit tuumal la te loolu
ñaawma wala leen
doo mun a justify
Amat Bah mu ngi wax boo xam ne wéeru ko fenn amut
waaw loolu moom
xarama wax
waaw loolu sëñ nga koo wax
xam nga lu tax ma ne la wax boobu amut
waaw
let them not take Gambians friendliness for weakness
mooy la
Gambia is very friendly xaaral ma wax la benn trajectory moom su waxee loolu man damaa ree Amat Bah moytul Gambia fii soo demee si marché bi nga xam ne Gambians those marginalized foreigners you know what I'm talking about major businesses you control suñ domestic livelihood are all people ñoo xam ne duñ Gambian sax you know that the Lebanese the Indian and the Fulas not Gambian Fulas I mean they from somewhere some of them you know when they come. When you go to these business sectors, even our corner shops in our streets, we live together in harmony. So, bu mu wax ne Gambian yi dañ marginalize poli loolu amut bu mu wax loolu na ut karta na wax waxi Barrow na génn diggante Gambian yi poli bu mu isi yëf yi non political figure nit ki soo amee baat nga am followers am na wax yoo xam ne doo ko dee wax lu ndaw li nga dee xeeb ni moo dee isi problème when you xam nga lu tax ma tiit when you look at the synopsis of the Rwandan genocide, it started with somebody in authority calling other people cockroaches.
waaye léegi ndax
no wait yow dirimo boobu nga wax
waaw
su nekkee dirimo ñoom government bi kenn mun leen gën su nekkee moom mu ne miinut comme rats dafa miin ñoo xam ne pour dañ garaaw dañ dangereux nuñ dee manœuvrer pour am dara ñoom ñoo fi daaxa saaca
ñoom ñaan
ñoom Amat Ba ak groupe Amat Ba mu ngi sampata kër ol di dëkka
waaye yaa ngi dugg ci beneen domaine booy
ma ne wax ko ne mu wax ñu fan la ko jëlee
non non
Amat Ba balaa moo nekk ministre
waaye wax ji di foofu
balaa moo nekk ministre amul moto fii Amat Ba balaa moo nekk ministre si leen li amul moto dañ ko dee abal moto
Amat Ba
wax ko ne man ma ne dañ ko dee abal moto
political leader la woon
political leader la be la political leader nga saaga dëkk bi yëpp nga ne ma political leader
no wale
political leader with irresponsible attitude you call that responsible somebody above 60 should be making those utterances in front of a camera talking to the whole wide world and the Gambia in particular you tell me it's honorable
loolu leer
that is not honorable you don't call this honorable you call them just callous and mean
waaye léegi what will this mean as a country because tamit of course Amat li mu wax is mën nga ko describe ne lu ne ak tamit ñu bari dañ ko ñaawlu condemn ko which is understandable but then as a country because tamit ñu bari yàgg nañoo wax ne Gambia fii tribalism mu ngi fi am na yeneen yu bari yi nga xamante ne waruñ koo nangu mu dugg si suñu biir dafa mel ni mu ngee law te yow yaa ngi
man Amadou soo ma ko laajee
waaw
da maa jooma man am not tribalist
no
waxuma
la yow am not talking about
Amat Ba is in a better position to be able to answer why he said that. You've never had me or anybody here close to the corridors of power that come here and talk to people.
I'm not talking about.
When you want
you have to allow me to land now.
No, you have landed.
No, I did not.
No, you want to proceed, you can proceed, but land, you've landed.
Anyway, li ma bëggoon a laajte mooy yow ndax li dafa firndeel ne Gambia foog ñu seetaat doxalin réew mi parce que ñi nga kaddu yu fi root bi nekkul yow ñaawuru yow nangu na fi am na political sentiments yi nga xamante ne ñu ngi ko wax ci réew mi fi te am na fi te dañ ko war a xeex dañ ko war a génne suñ biir ndax waru xejut ci yow nangu nga ko fii ci plateau bi is on record
li ma laa wax mooy
nga ne loolu am na fii ci réew mi so li dafa firndeel na loolu dafa ba léegi
wax naa la ne loolu am na fi
waaw
wax naa la ne dëkk bi ñu ñoo ko bokka
exactly
dama la wax ne civic awareness bi leen war a create why you know what
foofu laa nekk
this thing came from the highest office of the land at the state house
waaw but
foo xam ne
dañ ko war a xeex
déglu ma waaye naka lañ ko xeexee
non mooy
Amat Ba is state minister loolu tax ma ne na resign o ñu daa ko xeex bi foofu la moo commencé nga woon dëkk bi ne kii lu woo waru koo wax bi ko polier saraxu yi ñëpp a fi ëpp kii warut a jóg rek wax fii leen defoon benn issue tamit dañ ko waxoon xam nga dafa am lu nekk di force dañ ko waxoon fii gars yi di ko bëgg a ma ne leen loolu is not a good omen you can call phony or you call used to go to this particular but you cannot call a special association nga ne ñoom ñoo dem bugg a seeti bar fan la commencé tabigal pulaagu ñoo dem bi ci bar am nga maa ngi laa wax wax yi affaire bi nu mu dee commencé dafa am trend bu mu dee demee léegi mu ngi law te loolu yëpp amuñ si woon problème li ma laa wax political sentiment is there but the worst is a state minister that has no control over what he says and he is instigating not political this is not political he is instigating a tribal sentiment.
No, but you will agree li am na fu mu dooree ko yaa ngi ko doon wax fi the other time
am na fu mu dooree
tey bu fekkee ne li mu ngi amaat I think it's high time comme li nga wax ñoom dañu war a lead as example condemn lii bañ a mu amaat loolu is absolutely the fact waaye tamit as Gambian yow sa kàddu tey fii dafa am solo
li ma wax fii sa kanam li ma njëkk a wax fii sa kanam man la amal ñun yëpp benn lay man suma best friend depuis childhood Paul la man suma la laakalee Paul nga foog ne man Paul la ñun amuñ loolu fii xamuñ ko Gambian bi doesn't know that tribal sentiment. We grow up together. The Sarahule will be eating in the Mandinga's house. The Mandinga will be eating the Jola's house. The Jola will be moving with the Fula. This is what we know. Tribal amut fii lan moo fi am joking relationship.
waa léegi lan moo ko waral
na Sarahule ndingo.
li rax
na Fula ndingo na Séeréer ndingo.
waa léegi gis nga nag li rax.
ndinga kaw la fooy.
non man li foofu laay waxee léegi li rax ci yëf yi
ñu ko raxloo.
waaw léegi loolu.
ñu ko raxloo.
waaw am na lu rax.
ñu ko raxloo
am na lu rax.
ñu raxloo loolu.
waaw
nañ bàyyi. ñu ko rax yaa xam fan nga nekka yaa xam ban place nga nekka whether political leader nga religious leader nga or civic activist nga or you are a youth leader su nekkee dafa am lu nekk si yow pour inside tribal sentiments si dëkk bi
problème bi dafa
bàyyi ko
politique la dafa mel ni political leader si
ñoom political mbootaay bu nga bëgg a duga waxal lu la nee seen policies criticize lu la nee waaye bul duga si hate religion and hate are very very flammable issues with a flip of the finger fire is out.
We
don't want that in this country.
Finally,
let the minister stay out of it. Let everybody stay out of this tribal.
Yeah, look, I was going to ask you, let me advise us, it's good news.
Let everybody stay out of that tribal because whether you are white, black, or Caucasian, just stay out of this thing. Gambian, they don't know this. We know Gambian. I told you, Gambian, they don't have full ID card or Mandinka ID card.
Yeah.
They have a Gambian ID card.
Absolutely.
They have a Gambian passport, and we have a Gambian identity.
Yeah.
That's why I say when they meet you, they ask you, where are you from? Who are you? Tell them, I'm Gambian first.
Wow.
If somebody wants to know other things later, it can come later.
Yeah.
But let's take that as something that is our preamble, that we are Gambians.
Okay.
Let the minister stop dividing people. Let people in authority stop dividing people, saying things that will incite violence, resentment, and conflict.
Yeah.
Ahmad Ba, I'm very disappointed in him.
Thank you.
He is not even worthy being called honorable anymore.
No,
he's very dishonorable.
That might be too harsh.
It's not too harsh.
Yeah,
he's very dishonorable. I said it. He's on recording.
No, he's still a state minister.
When he said, if he's a state minister, what he said is more than being a state minister.
Yeah, but however,
his sentiments, I said, I'm not saying you said.
No, I know.
Said, he is not honorable. He's very dishonorable. I'm disappointed, and we expect him to respect Gambian, but not to call us names.
Okay.
And label us things.
Thank you.
Yes, they are the biggest dreamers.
Thank you very much. Now, ñaawru yang mata my fàtte sa tur bi ndax dag ma day wax loolu but anyway, thank you very much. That was just the reaction on that two statement made by Ahmad Ba, the tourism minister. Of course, we stay with us. We will go to our next story, and then in a moment, then you buy come with them. The next time. Now, the national seeds for secretariats under the Minister of Agriculture distributed 310 metric tons of free rice seeds to farmers across the country through the Department of Agriculture. NEMA project also procured 142 metric tons of rice seeds to farmers as COVID-19 support. The seeds were produced from local certified rice seeds producers in the country. Let's have more details of that in this report.
At the 11th session of the Inter-Ministerial Press Briefing, the Minister of Information Communication Infrastructure, Ibrahim Silla, reveals that the Agriculture Ministry is optimistic of a good harvest from farmers in the country, especially those that benefited from free seed distribution as the harvesting period nears.
The Ministry of Agriculture has noted that crops in most parts of the Gambia will reach harvestable maturity, especially in regions that benefited from free distribution of certified seeds, with farmers expected to reap near bumper harvest. It could be recalled that the Ministry of Agriculture, through the National Seed Secretariat at the beginning of the 2020 rainy season, had distributed 310 metric tons of rice seeds from registered certified seed producers from the Central River region.
Earlier this month, President Adam Barrow promised farmers that he is going to buy their groundnuts with a 12% increment on every 100. On another development, Minister Silla says the Ministry of Fisheries and Water Resources is also implementing 2 projects for rural water supply to provide safe drinking water to the rural communities.
These projects include the Climate Smart Rural Wars Development Project, funded by the African Development Bank Group to the tune of $40 million, and the just-ended Saudi Sahelian Project Phase 5, funded by the Saudi Fund for Development SDF to the tune of $3.5 million. The aim of both projects is to provide access to safe and quality drinking water to the rural populace.
The Climate Smart Rural Wars Development would provide 144 solar-powered water supply to 276 communities and will enable over 400,000 rural dwellers have access to safe drinking water. While the Saudi Sahel Project Phase 5 has already provided 27 solar-powered water supply to 47 rural communities and has directly benefited over 50,000 people, the Gambia have been experiencing repeated crop failures over the past 8 years, partly due to climate change, and this has exacerbated the lack of access to quality seeds and fertilizers. In the Gambia, nearly 1.9 million people rely on agriculture for livelihood, and 91% of the rural poor work as farmers. For iAfrica TV, I am Omar Ahmad Toure.
That report there, and well, of course we would be talking about agriculture now because xam ngeen ne nawet bi mu ngi jagsi te yaakaar mu ngi am te dégg ngeen li ci wax ndimbal ñu ngi jéem a dooleel ñi nga xamante ne mooy baykat yi te li ci gën a am solo rek mooy président Barrow digge woon na bu yàggul ne ren lu ñoo jëndee gerte gi ak yu mel noonu dañoo yokka 12% ci loolu mu nekk li nga xamante ne foog naa lu am solo la comme ñu bari ñu ngi ko wax baykat yi dañ dee sonna waaye léegi njëgli ci loo waxoon na ko ci tonne force waaw ñu ngi dégg sax léegi 15% tamit la ñu wax sax loolu lay yokka na ñaawru ndax nga gisee loolu foog naa bii moom mun nga upload government bi ak surtout président Barrow ci initiative bu mu jël yokkal price bi baykat yi ci li nga xamante ne mooy ci seen products yi ak yu mooy ne gerte gi ak yu mel noonu.
xam nga man li ma dee wax mooy ne nit ki balaa ngaa koo jaajëfal dégg nañ ko last year dégg nañ loo mel ni loolu dañoo jënda gerte yi waaye jënduñ benn gerte bi commercial people ñoo ko mujjee jënd nañ xaar ba su commencé suñu gisee ne commencé na.
non waaye initiative bi. dafa rafet
yes dafa rafet.
waaw
loolu lañ expect from a progressive government.
waaw
yow béykat yi béy ñu am seen ji ñu ngi ko war a jaay. lan nga expect pour government des. creatal leen ni conducive environment boo xam ne dañoo mun a jaay seen agricultural produce jël si seen bopp because béy neexut te béy bu fi nekk predominantly it's not mechanized. It's local based. Yep, then they have sustenance farming and communal farming.
Talking about progressive government, in this case, Barrow's government, in this case, they are on the right footing to support farmers.
That's why I said the initiative is laudable. Whether it will be there to implement or whether it will come through, that's something I don't know. Because they've said it earlier, last year before, like the same thing. dañoo jënd gerte yëpp ñu dem seko yi sax doxaatuñ time boobu noonu. nit yi dañoo jël seen gerte yi fii go to Sénégal to sell them. so laudable initiative la if only. luñ wax dañ koo def ak percentage buñ wax bu mu MC announce ko fii si radio bi de. ak si télé yi de. ñu dem ba si ground bi gisuñ 2% sakantuma teel.
ci fertilizer bi la dooree ren gis nga fertilizer bi teel naa ñëw ñu teel koo tasaare ñu baykat yi teel si jot yooyu yëpp ci. process boobu wala ci yokkute yooyu la ñu wax xëy na bu loolu amee tamit ñu ne ku la jox ndéewoo jox la añ bu la déggee réer moom war nga
ko joxewo nguñ añ di ndéewoo rek lañ joxee di bañ añ lañ joxee
fertilizer
ndéewoo la ana añ bi
COVID-19 support bi fi am
yow tamit COVID-19
3000 kër bu nekk loolu dafa mos a am
3000
kër bu nekk
wax naa leen ne nag Barrow government di waay di wax boo xam ne amut kilifa waruloo taw si télé wax boo xam ne wéeruloo ko fenn. Barrow joxu fi wax naa la ko Barrow is a servant of the people. Barrow amul dara. Barrow we pay him. We pay his medical bills. We pay his kids' bills. And we pay what even he eats by the Gambian government. Taxpayers' money ñoo ko fay. Barrow amul dara lu moo jox. He is a policy guide. moo dee guide policies pour Gambia dem. He is the president of the republic. That doesn't mean that he has anything to give them. Anything that is given to people, Gambian government mi ñoo ko joxe. Te ñun 3000 bu ñoo wax ni bàyyi leen di wax nit yi nii da ngeen dee joxe 3000. 3000 bi World Bank project la wax naa is $31 million.
Together with the Gambian government.
30 million la World Bank joxe.
waaw Gambian
30 million. xam nga loolu ñaata million la si ànga. yow nga génnee only $1 million. You want to tell people you take ownership of that project.
Okay, anyway.
That is for the less vulnerable. Let them not talk about it. Even if it's a Gambian government project, it's due to Gambians. Gambians ñoo ko moom. Barrow mayo fi kenn. Barrow amu fi anything la la wax.
loolu mooy añ bi dama la wax rek.
bu leen wax loolu Barrow amu dara.
waa léegi jërëjëf.
Barrow amu dara ba mën a maye.
Thank you.
yow tamit ku ñoo fay di la jox añ di la jox rek nga may joxe xaalis.
Barrow
amu dara.
nguur gi mooy maye du Barrow.
nguur gi thank you.
waaw jéem
always.
waaw waaye Barrow moo jiite waaye Barrow moo jiite
nguur bi waaye wait. ana Yaya Jammeh. demul ana Sada Kairaba wala demul. Gambia government GG bi mus naa ci.
No, why it doesn't matter?
Hey, it's the Gambia government.
What I'm saying, but right now it's Barrow who is there.
It's the Gambia government.
Yeah,
Barrow is the president of the country.
Who is steering the wheel?
Steering means you own.
No, I mean, I'm not. No,
as a driver, you steer the wheel. That doesn't mean that you.
No, what I'm saying, who is steering the wheel?
No. That makes you the owner of the car.
Barrow's political will,
what political will?
Okay,
it's not Barrow's political.
That's not
that is World Bank's initiative.
Thank you very much.
It's their goodwill.
Thank you, Nyauru. We got to leave it at that.
Violent the war use your politics.
Thank you.
Hey, Gambia. Barrow amu dara johule dara. 3,000 bi World Bank la jóge ak United Nations. $30 million la leen may yéen. ñoo xam ne da ngeen niw doole. pour jàppale seen njaboot bi ak askan wi si COVID-19 bi. amul benn Gambia government bu fi dara tojul fii dara defuñ fii anything.
waa jërëjëf Nyauru moom wax na li mu bëgg a wax yëpp waaw li mu bëgg a wax na ko man mënuma ko tere wax la moom kay jërëjëf ñaawru thank you xam naa sax gars yi dañ koy namm of course we will just short break sax la yoo jël wala ñu indi sax jingul bu ñoo dugal ci what's trending ñaawru mun ngaa toog bu la neexee sax ñu xamee si loolu ok
what is trending rek laay trend
waaw we go with that and we come shortly. All right, welcome back. Munginono, what's trending is next, and joining us to tell us what has been trending on the social media and all that is no one but Sohna Tunkara. Sohna, thank you for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, Ahmad, and good morning, Nyawud.
He's the trending guy, I tell you.
I have something also trending here.
But before you say anything,
he has nothing that is trending. Tell us what is trending.
First, greet my viewers and apologize for not being available all this while. So Ahmad will come now and we have been discussing on what's trending already. So from that, I will just read some of the social media comments that commentators say. Like Ahmad Badafa resigned for saying such an insensitive tribal sentiment. But there is this particular statement that says that person is actually backlassing the journalist who authored the story, saying that he or she could have taken a better headline than to line it with tribal utterance. So now I'll go ahead and read the first comment from Yaya Jawo. He said, I will look at this whole issue from a journalistic point of view. All the saga is caused by the journalist that authored the story. Upon all what Mr. Bass said, Lamin Jai could have come up with a headline that will interest the public without causing harm than this stupid headline, he said. He continued saying, what about the do no harm principle in journalism? It's beginning to suspect that Mr. Njai didn't undergo an intensive training in journalism. We need responsible journalism in this country. What is the essence of an article if only it brings about hatred and misunderstanding among news consumers? Lamin Giles will come to the School of Journalism and widen his knowledge and safeguard his experience in this field. Period, he ended. Okay,
that's the social media comments for you anyway.
But we have more, and from Usman Bah, he said, what an unfortunate statement from a public servant who's worked towards the betterment and unification of the country rather than deciding it on tribal line. It's a disgrace, and I feel disappointed and embarrassed by this act of selfishness, not only because I'm a Fula, but moreover that I'm human. I condemn this recklessness in the strongest possible terms. You have a couple of them, so I will just end with what Tafa Jaune said. Our leaders are not expected to make tribalistic statements. Mr. Ba, you have a legal and moral obligation to withdraw your statement immediately, which I believe he just did because he apologized for saying that. No tribe can make a country. Let's allow every Gambian to use his or her own consciousness to vote. Stop humiliating yourself for cheap popularity. Unless corrupt minister, no wonder empty heads makes the most noise. He concluded.
All right, there you go. Interesting comments from the Gambians. Nyawru, just a minute.
What is trending? I will tell you. You heard what people are saying. Yeah, this is Gambianism. Period. No matter what you call yourself, which tribe you belong to, what is bad is bad. You cannot say certain things in our this fragile new Gambia. You know how insensitive these statements can be. Let them waste their time spewing garbage and saying all sorts of issues that doesn't have any of importance for the Gambians. As Gambians, Gambian hospitals now have turned into pharmacies. You just go there, they give you like a consultation time, you pay, you go to the lab, no tablet, PCM tablet. This is trending. This is trending. Hold on, this is trending. This is trending. You go to the hospital, not even in those days they say only PCM they have. Now they don't even have PCM. Yeah. Now you expect those people to be telling people vote for us, and they have nothing to do. They're too low, so low, just to incite some insensitive, irrational.
Talking about that.
Harsh.
Yeah, talking about that. Now, you see the comments that people are making, maybe attributing the journalists this and that and that. Of course, if you can remember, if you can remember some. Months ago, last year, of course, your deputy party leader, Mom Tamit, don't work with a woman. He made comments, Africa TV, and there was widely condemnation on Africa.
That should not, you don't, you know what I don't understand? Gambian journalists.
You see?
Gambian journalists.
You see?
You are good at everything, but there are certain things you are not good at.
You see, Mom?
No, what do? You compare things that are not even the same.
Why?
I can quote what Ajam Seka said.
What did he say?
What do you are saying? He said, wait.
We have this on record.
He said, people of Nyani.
He is on record.
You will not leave me to say what he said. He said, people of Nyani, vote for Ushino Dab.
What does that mean?
Nyani is a region. You know how many tribes are in Nyani?
Nyani is what?
A region.
Nyani?
It's a region.
No, Nyani is a district.
Nyani is a region.
Which region is that?
Sierra,
but
a district is called what?
No,
wait. Nyani is a region.
I'm from Nyani.
You are from Nyani. Nyani is a region because
it's part of Sierra.
It's part of Sierra.
Yes.
Nyani and Sami were what? It was Nyani. They just demarcated it. They called Sami. I'm coming. It's a region. It's not one town or one village. It's a whole area.
My position was.
What I'm saying.
Why was
how many tribes are in Nyani? I want to ask you, Amadou. Don't compare things that are not the same. You know what? I don't like that. This guy said, Nyaninkas, vote for them.
Yeah.
This man can say, Salunkas, vote for Baro.
Are you sure he's Nyaninka?
I'm saying, I'm putting my life on the line for that. He said, Nyaninkol, I'll cut off my Usene. That is what he said.
Because
you have Fulas in Nyan.
Because of what?
You have Fanas in Nyan. You have Mandingas in Nyan. You have even Manjagos in Nyan. So if he's a Nyaninkas.
No, why?
No.
Why did she have to say that?
Amad, with all due respect, I don't want you to compare things that are not
comparable. I'm just saying.
I don't want you to talk about things that are not easy.
Different ways of digesting whenever a message
digesting Nyaninkas and Fulas.
Why was that?
I think we should
this will boil down. No. Why do you have to say down Jara?
Say Gambians vote for that.
Why would you say
he was in Nyani? He didn't say that.
I mean, you need not to say that.
I'm coming to you. You want to know why he said that?
Yes, why?
Yeah.
When you are in Serakunda West, Serakunda is here, Latikunda.
Yeah.
When you are talking to people from Latikunda, do you address them as Jarangas?
No.
Huh?
No.
What will you tell them? Latikunda and Kol. Mbal Danila. In politics, Lawa, for Mundi them, Deblu led Buba. So they can amur ham si politics and Deblu Mawale. So they may go hawa phone. Phone in Columbal contra Nambal Central Balela, Nina President Nada, and in policy card in Carlos. Narman Alcato find that.
Now you are not comfortable in dealing with this issue.
When you go to Nyan, when you want to talk to Nyan, because you will address Nyan in Alcato for Usini.
Why do you have to say Nyan in court?
So what do you have to say when you are in Nyan?
No, if you are talking to Gambia.
When you go to Nyan. So you go well, you are not politics. I don't try to link things that are not linked.
Okay.
Talk about Ahmad Ba. That is what is trending. This you've been talking about.
I was just giving an example.
What I don't like is whenever something bad like this is happening. You want to have a scapegoat to lighten the impact
no one is lightening.
No, you are.
This
is a tribal sentiment.
I am saying this.
We're just relating to
don't
what
relate
people are
things that are not
saying.
even similar.
This is not from us personally. It is from
Sona,
social media and it's from
you have had somebody.
What is interesting here? These are not synonymous. They don't look alike.
Nyawuru, my direction was.
This one is tribal.
No.
That one is political.
No, listen.
He said
this thing is even linked with political
but
as
it's
well.
Tribal politics.
It's politics as well.
It's tribal politics.
I condemn it. I condemn
you
it
condemn
totally.
it.
Yes,
So
you
let's
couldn't
talk
have
about what
said
is
that.
trending.
But then there are things that have happened to answer that we have to discuss.
Absolutely, he is not.
Don't look for scapegoats here.
Thank you, Nyawuru.
Please, it's Ahmad Ba that's trending.
We are trying to compare things.
Thank you,
Don't
Sona.
compare things that are not comparable.
They are.
They are not.
Thank you. We've got to go to the TRRC, please. We have to end here.
Yeah, TRRC.
Yeah, it's up next.
The next TRRC,
I'm not.
Adam Barrow and Ahmad Ba will be there.
No,
they started failing the Gambia by throwing our CRC
but
draft
I'm not saying that will be
Ahmad Ba. is inciting trouble in
Nyauru.
this same Ahmad Ba.
Nyauru.
Your head will roll.
Listen well. I'm not saying we'll be having a news TRC. I'm saying we should be going to the TRC for the proceedings.
I heard what you said.
So
that you are going for the TRC auditorium live.
Yes.
We will have another one that will be mass commission.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anyway, my point of thank you very much. Thank you, Nyauru. Thank you very much. My point of mentioning about what happened, some months ago, whatever, was just because you had someone there condemning the journalist or whatsoever. And at that moment also, Africa was widely condemned for that. So this is the Gambia we are, and whatever. As journalists, we are responsible, and we have to do what is expected of us.
Thank you.
No, Nyauru, you cannot just say that. But anyway, thank you very much. We have to leave here. Sana, thank you very much. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll be back.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Well, viewers, that's all we have for you today, and we'll be back tomorrow. Newspaper will be coming, but I think we don't have time for that anyway today. TV will come back tomorrow. You will excuse us for that. Inshallah. Do have a very pleasant afternoon. Bye from us. Thank you very much.
Coronavirus